Okay, we're here with Deneen Borelli, who is the author of the new book, Backlash, How Obama and the Left Are Driving Americans into the Government Plantation. Deneen, how's the book been received here today?
The book has been received really well today, which is very encouraging, and I'm so glad for people who are listening to my message and who are willing to communicate my message to all Americans, because we need to take control of this government gone wild, and we also need to push back on the black liberal establishment, and that is what I write about in Blacklash.
Now, I've written a lot on the blog suggesting that liberalism is like the old-fashioned feudal system where you have the lords and the serfs working on the plantation, or I should say the manor in a feudal system. Is your suggestion that the Obama plantation, is that the same type of thing?
Well, listen, when you have too much government, that means less liberty. So when you think about how Obamacare was crammed down our throats, you're going to have some bureaucrat between you and your doctor, where in fact it should just be you and your doctor who should be making the decisions and choices that are best for you and your family. I mean, that's just one example. If you look at Obama's energy policy, it's a failed policy. He doesn't like fossil fuels. He doesn't like coal. And the EPA regulations are driving up the cost of our fuel prices today. Gasoline is over $4 a gallon in New York. That means people are suffering from reduced living standards based on what part of the country you live in. If you're paying high utility bills and high gasoline prices, that means less groceries. That means no shoes for little Sally or Johnny. People are struggling today with high unemployment. What we don't need are higher energy prices. Energy is the lifeblood of our economy. We need cheap, affordable, reliable energy. It's very important.
Now, when people look at the problem being these policies, what is the solution to convince people who have been wedded to the Democratic Party this way? For example, I know Italian women in my parish who still think John F. Kennedy is president the way they act, that the Democrats are the Democrats of Kennedy. How do you wean people who have such a psychological dependency on the party?
Well, listen, I say buy my book, Blacklash, How Obama and the Left Are Driving Americans to the Government Plantation, but also do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. Look at how the certain policies are having an effect on our economy and how it's harming jobs. Energy is the perfect example because energy affects everybody. When you have high energy prices, that means manufacturing companies are having problems keeping their doors open because they're paying so much more for energy and they can't hire or maintain their employees and they can't grow their business.
And of course there's the shipping costs because everything travels by truck.
That's right, and there's a ripple effect, so we have higher food prices as well, and clothing and you name it.
Now, when did the book come out?
March the 6th of this year.
And how does it look so far overall?
It's looking good, and it's great to be in front of freedom-loving people such as yourself and your audience, and I really appreciate the support from everybody.
Do you have any events coming up that we should know about?
I will be in Indiana, Northern Kentucky, Ohio. I just came from Florida. I'm here in North Carolina, and I have a few events in New York as well.
Okay, well, we'd love to have you on my radio show out of Worcester, Massachusetts, either by phone or if you do an event in Boston, we'll have you in studio.
Love to.
The book is Blacklash, How Obama and the Left Are Driving Americans to the Government Plantation. Where can people find you online?
Well, DeneenBorelli.com, and you can buy the book at my website or SimonandSchuster.com and Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com.
Hey, thank you, Deneen Borelli, very much for